story about Donald Trump and the state of Georgia. My question was, these reporters never seem to pay a price for their fictitious reporting, and nobody ever calls them to account. Although you're in the same time you talked, you had something on about Joy Reid and Trey Gowdy, calling her to be held for account. Larry, who's going to hold them to account besides you and the several other conservative talk show hosts throughout the nation? I'm just sick and tired of them speaking in tongues, if you will. Great show. Keep it up. You've got a lot of people energized. Thanks so much, Larry.
888-971-SAGE, 888-971-7243. I am Larry Elder. We are ReliefFactor.com studio. You know, we were talking at the beginning of the show about this crime committed against 8 people in Atlanta, 8 dead, 6 of them Asian Americans. I have no idea about the other 2. And the perpetrator, white man. The media has suggested this is a hate crime. The suspect apparently has been speaking with the authorities and said it wasn't about race. I have a sex addiction and I wanted to attack places that are tempting to me. That's what he said. You want to know real hate crime against Asian Americans? What's going on right now in California at Lowell High School, and what's going on right now in Fairfax, Virginia, at a school called Thomas Jefferson School of Science and Technology. Both those schools, highly rated California. Lowell, frequently rated the top high school, public high school in the state of California. And Thomas Jefferson is often rated the top public high school in the entire country. In the case of Lowell, the percentage of Asians in the student body, 57%. 18% white, 1.8% black. Now, in the state of California, percentage of Asians, roughly 9%. Student body at Lowell, as mentioned, 57%. And that apparently is a problem. One school board member named Allison Collins called merit-based admissions racist. We played her comment yesterday. They are now going to go to a lottery system. Regarding Thomas Jefferson High School of Science and Technology in Fairfax, Virginia, they're going to drop their admissions test, and they're debating right now on how to replace it. Students have been preparing for this admissions test for years in some cases. A lot of science, a lot of math in the test. The quote-unquote problem, over 70% of the student body is Asian American. And the school board superintendent is proposing a merit-based lottery. So you have to have a minimum requirements and then you get into the lottery. They haven't voted on that yet, but he proposed it. Let me ask you something. Let's assume for a moment that this merit-based entrance exam for both Lowell and Thomas Jefferson High produced student bodies that were lopsided with blacks or Hispanics. Blacks or Hispanics were just kicking butt on these tests. And as a result, even though blacks are 13% of the population, you're finding 50%, 60% of the student bodies of Lowell and Thomas Jefferson respectively being blacks. But because a school board member decided that merit-based admissions exams were racist, and because the president of the school board of Fairfax, Virginia, now suddenly wants the school's population to reflect the demographics of the location of the school, what do you suppose the NAACP would say? Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Don Lamont, they would go absolutely ballistic, and should. But this is okay? Because Asians are doing too well, this is okay? I am floored that Asians put up with it. Absolutely stunned. I was looking at a Pew Research Center study of Asian Americans, questions Asian Americans asked and answered. Here's one of them. Does hard work equal success? We come back, I'll tell you how Asian Americans answered versus the general public. Now, I've been telling you about Relief Factor for a number of years. Some say there might be 100 million folks struggling with some kind of pain. So